I can hear you.
Okay, we good. What's rocking?
Yes. How are you?
I'm good. How you?
I'm doing very, very well, despite all of the craziness that's going on in the world.
This is true. This is true. Same.
Yes,
So
yes. I appreciate you talking to me today. I know we've talked before, but it's always nice to have the Chicago Inc. crew come through.
yeah, for sure, for sure. You already know
How,
Chicago in the building.
yes, Chicago is in the building, and I love how you made a song about Chi-Town.
It's only right. Chicago never had Chicago didn't have the anthem that like everybody else got. Like Atlanta got one, New York got one. I'm sure it's a couple more places. So I just wanted to get a city what was needed, what was missing. So
I had went to a showcase of yours. It was a while ago, though. I forget where. I think it was on Milwaukee, if I'm not mistaken.
probably so.
Yeah. So I saw you on stage, and I'm like, wow, he has like amazing stage presence, and it got me to wondering and thinking, like, were you already doing music before you started doing the show?
For sure, for sure. Yeah, the music, the TV show, that was just icing on the cake for us. Like we've been doing everything we've been doing before the cameras came. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
cameras, that was just like I said, it was just an extra plus, but what none we was necessarily chasing or looking for. I've been doing me. Like a lot of people, like maybe thinking like to like people who don't know, like I feel like some people think like, oh, because now he has a platform, he wants to do music, but like
Right.
this is what I've been doing, like from the jump, like even from season one, like you would see, like that was what it been, but even before that, like like you can ask around. I've been doing this since high school, so.
Okay. Yeah. Well, speaking of high school, I saw something about you that I thought was pretty cool. Is like a little bit after high school, you were designing shoes for Nike.
Yeah, I got a Nike contract at like 21 years old.
Oh my God. How did you like, how did that even like happen?
Um, One of my homies was working for 92.3. He was work for the street team, and he saw my shoes or whatever. We met off my shoes, and we got cool. And he was cool with like a Nike rep or whatever, and he ended up sending some of my work to them behind my back. I didn't even really know. He was just passing the word or whatever. And then one thing led to another. What I mean, they was amazed by it, and they wanted to, know more about me, and
Uh-oh, internet connection. Internet. Yeah. Yeah. Uh no, I it was kind of
why
freezing.
is that?
It was kind of freezing. Hey, one Chicago. But
Is it okay right now?
yeah, it's good right now. It's good right now. Yeah. Um, so did you make money off of that? Did you have like a Nike deal?
Yeah, I make money off it. For sure. You ain't working for free. Come on.
Right. No.
Nah, that had me doing a lot of work. Like we was working. Yeah, I got paid.
I mean, so how come you're not still working with them?
Um, long story short, um, I just understood what the situation was, and I knew it was time for me to just keep growing, for what I wanted, and not just settling for anything just because of a name. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm.
you know, no
Well,
no love, no love
let's
lost.
let's fast forward to your music career because I'm interested um, with it. In Chicago, I feel like a lot of rappers, a lot of singers are slept on, right? So, was there any reluctancy about releasing music here and not going to like New York and trying to do something and grind there and then come back here?
It's crazy you say that because I actually went to New York. I actually did that. I went to New York, and I just wanted to get away from the city, and I wanted to get away from tattooing also. So I just started focusing on elsewhere, other cities or whatever. But you get homesick doing all that. So I came back home, and I wanted to you know, you want your city behind you. You want where you come from behind you. So I wanted to do that first, and then if I go wander off into, you know, different cities or states or whatever, then it's like at least my hometown could say, well, he did put on, he did go do what he had to do. He did, you know, he showed us, you know, he made his presence known and he showed us love and, you know, things like that. But I'm just at a place now in my career where it's just like I can't really settle, you know what I mean? Can't really localize myself when I have music for the world. I have something for everybody, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I don't believe in like settling or just like being out of reach, you know what I mean? Especially if
Hmm.
there's nothing really, there's nothing, especially if there's nothing really like holding me back, you know what I mean? It's like, why not go and put that energy out and try to build with different, you know, different communities and cities and, you know, people.
Yeah, for sure. I so in 2017 you released Butterfly, and that definitely gained momentum with the single Shy
Yeah,
Town.
that's
But
my
you
favorite, one of my favorite projects.
Yeah, but you got to work with, Bump J, Twista, Lil Durk. So I was wondering, is there any artist, maybe not here in Chicago, it could be anywhere, that you are really vying to work with and collab with?
Are there any artists I want to work with? We spoke outside. We speaking outside of Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
um, I want to work with what's so this is how I do music. Like I could do a feature with anybody, and anybody could do a feature with me. But I feel like music is also based off like for me, I like doing music when I can like have you want to make sure the respect's there first. You know what I mean? As you know, as a man, you know what I'm saying? The respect before just doing a song, because like you can do a song and it's just strictly business. But I like to build off like relationships. You know what I'm saying? There's a respect level there, and you know it's more than just doing a song with somebody. You know what I mean? That's not really where I'm at. I want to be able to have the connection with these artists, not just I paid you for a song and that's just that. Just that. You know what I mean? Because I'm saying people that got respect for you, you go do a song with them, and they may bring you out to their shows because they respect what you do and how you move. You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than just going to pay for a feature or anything like that. I just like genuine connection. I already get the business side. That's what anything we do. But it's better. I've learned just from experience. You get more longevity with just good relationships. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We're building with people. You know what I'm saying? And people you look out for look out for you.
Right, for
So
sure. For sure. So that would take some cultivating, is what pretty much you saying, taking time to
mhm.
build that
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and I don't. It's just a funny game. You know what I mean? But you just gotta accept what it is. Like I don't feel no way no more about people who don't support or people who
Mm-hmm.
it's just part of the game. Just like as you grow and as you understand as long as you're secure about what you're doing, you can't worry about what I mean,
No,
everybody
for
else. Like
sure.
like my whole thing is like I have my audience, my fan base already. So it's like as long as I'm delivering to these people, it's only gonna spread. It's gonna be tell a friend, tell a friend. They're gonna that same person who loves my music gonna play my songs with their friends in the car, and they're either gonna Shazam it or ask their friend who it is, and it's gonna spread over time. You know what I mean? So, I just been enjoying the process. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Overall, so
has there been any moments, because for me, like, journalism, it's hard. It has its ups and downs. There's moments where I'm like, what am I doing this all for? Like, what's the end
for
game?
sure, for sure,
Has
for
there
sure.
ever been, as a creative, any moments where the frustration sets in and you've thought about like just falling back?
I mean, you get that, yeah, for sure, for sure. But I've learned to just like, um, what do you call it? I mean, if it's a part of you, you know what I mean? It's a part of you. Like, if you make it a job, of course you want to quit something. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
people that work 9 to 5, they want to get up and quit their job every day because somebody telling them what to do or someone gave them a schedule that they don't like. You know what I mean? But when you're doing something that's for you and what you're passionate about and you love doing, it's no real like, it's no end date in that. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So like, I mean, you can make time for yourself, but you know, I feel like you only get tired of it if you're looking for something.
Right.
You know what I
No.
mean? So because you got to think of whatever it is you do, no one owes you anything.
Right.
Nobody owes you nothing. If that's what you do, people gonna support it or not. And it's just like for you, it's like, as long as you're happy, that's all that should matter. As long as you're
Yeah, no, for
happy
sure.
with the growth. Like I said, some people are in it for different reasons. It's all about your purpose and your reasons for doing whatever it is you're doing in life. So, you know, I don't ever look at it like that.
No,
You
no,
know,
that's a good outlook, and I love that you're like that because you definitely have a passion for creating music and
yeah,
being a creative. One of the things that I love that you recently started doing is a self-love series.
yeah, for sure.
And you seem like a really grounded and spiritual type person, so for those that don't know about your self-love series, tell us a little bit about that.
I just pretty much wanted to shine more light on the things that we overlook. You know what I mean? When it comes to just ourselves, like we give so much of ourselves to everybody. We give so much of our time for other people, uh, financially, whatever. It could be draining just doing so much for everyone else, and then it's like when it's time for you to get that little time to yourself, you're either drained, you don't do nothing, you're not as motivated as like for me, because like what happened with me is I like making other people happy, right? So
Mm,
I do that. I live off that. I've been doing it for years, and sometimes doing that with people that don't have necessarily the best intentions for you, like you just being you, right? So it can sometimes hurt when it's not either reciprocated or unappreciated, or if someone had hidden agendas to begin with, right?
mm-hmm.
So for me, I had to sit down and just kind of uh, recoup and just kind of hit the refresh button and make time for myself. Like those, just as much energy you putting out, you should be putting it to yourself. And I had to become more like a fan of myself and just like appreciate the things that I have accomplished. Appreciate, just my worth and my value. You know what I mean? The things that I am doing, and versus the things that I don't have or the things that I'm not doing. And we all have our personal flaws. So like for me, I just learned to like appreciate the good, the bad, the ugly that comes with just life, and what you make out of it and what you make from it. You know what I'm saying? So like where I'm at now and everything I've been through, like I'm just in a good headspace where I just feel so accomplished and just proud. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people like root for I just play a lot of people, we root for so many other people, we don't ever pay attention to ourselves. So with the whole self love series thing I was doing, with just like small things like meditation, just speaking on mental health, just the things that we go through as people that get overlooked because some people don't come to the light and talk about things. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Things get swept under the rug, especially in like the black community. I feel like, it matters when something happens, something big happens, and that point it's too late. So I just wanted to like, chime in on some of that just so people can start appreciating just the small things matter,
Yeah.
taking time out to yourself, like that's a big thing. Like more people should do that. We do so much for everyone else. Like that's what it is. That's what it was for me. I just wanted to put that energy out because that's how I was feeling at the moment. And all my songs, even with the project I dropped, the self love project, all my songs were just straight from the heart of how I felt. Like I didn't go in there, I didn't write none of the music. It was just straight off feelings. You know what I mean? Of how I felt, where I was mentally at, and I just wanted to update my people. Of really where I'm at mentally.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you seen any effect of that helping others, putting that out there and showing like, hey,
Yeah, music wise, like people have been reaching out saying, man, thank you for this song, thank you for this project. I listen to the song every day to get me through my day, my journey, whatever it is. There's some people hit me up that, man, I'm inspired by your story. I'm going through something similar or, maybe worse or whatever. But whatever it is, whatever I've done, whatever it is I put out, it's definitely been, coming back to me, you know what I'm saying? In a way where I've been appreciating it because people actually take the time out to listen to what I'm saying and what I'm putting out. So it's definitely appreciated.
yeah, a lot of your songs have a message. I know that um, you did a tribute for the song Truly Missed for your late cousin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Truly Miss was a personal song. I didn't drop it on this project. That was on my last project, I think. But I put that out. They were just like my cousin. She was somebody who was just close to me, and I feel like I always tell people if anybody who really wants to get to know me, like listen to my music because I've always expressed it's filter free. You know what I mean? So that was something that I needed to do for myself. It's actually a song I wasn't gonna put out because it was so like personal to me, but I've learned from that song and other couple other songs that I released that those personal songs be the ones that stick the most that people can actually connect with and relate to. So, you know what I mean? Even that record there, I got a lot of people, I got a lot of good feedback with that record because people can relate to losing someone that, you love so much. And, people just vanish like that, like, and it's unexpected, you know what I mean? It's a sudden death where you just don't see it coming. It's not like you seeing the growth of someone getting sicker and sicker and sicker.
Right.
It's just something where it's just like that, it's gone. So,
Right. No, for sure. With that being said, you said, people can leave you and you're really getting into your like mental space and emotional journey. But even through quarantine,
mm,
you kind of we all got to see that in the world. Like, look, life's too short. Kiss those that you love.
for
So,
sure.
how have you grown, maybe mentally or emotionally during this time? Because we've all had a lot of time by ourselves, or maybe
Um,
not. Because if you're living in a house with full of people, but I'm just saying
right.
in general, it we had to pause and just self
Well,
reflect.
I mean, definitely, definitely. I mean, for me, I feel like this whole quarantine, COVID situation, it was a gift and a curse. You know what I mean? I feel like
Mm-hmm.
it took all the distractions away, and it gave people time to work on themselves. Like, yeah, we was all mad the world was shut down. Okay, cool. But it's like, what you gonna do with this time that we got? Like, we can sit here and complain, 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 you know, be more upset, or we can like take this time and use it wisely, which I did, and I'm sure you did. You're smiling like you did. So
Yes, I did.
yeah, so just things of that nature. You know what I mean? Just finding what's for you and what are you gonna do with this time. You either can, I said this whole COVID quarantine situation was gonna make two kind of people that you either gonna be better or you're gonna be worse. You
Right.
know.
Hold on. Your sound. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. It's like muted or something. That internet boy. There we go. There you go.
Okay, here we go
I can
again.
hear you now.
Okay. No, I was just saying, like, I feel like the quarantine either made you or break you. You know what I mean? Like for me, it definitely kept me up on my job. Like I stayed focused in the gym. So like my body's been transitioning like crazy. I've been taking care of myself, like, just mentally. I get up every morning and, say a prayer. It just gave me a different routine to go by. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Versus
Mm-hmm.
like before, I would just like kind of winging it or getting distracted, getting pulling in that. I was getting pulled in every direction. So
No,
now, so now when those distractions come now, like my mindset is totally different now. It's like, I could, but I might, because now I don't want nothing to mess up anything that I created at this point. You know
for
what I mean?
sure. Oh,
And it's like, yeah, I
I
have to
feel
be
that. I
very,
feel
very,
that.
yeah, now I have to be very, very cautious about any type of movement. You know what I mean? Like I go to sleep early now. Like I used to be late. I wake up early now. I'm an early bird. I used to be a night owl. That's over with. You know what I mean? So I just learned to like appreciate my mornings now. So, I've just been appreciating the things that I gained off this whole quarantine situation.
No, for sure. Gratitude is
Hmm.
the always for me the ultimate thing that you got to stay and live by. Um, so through it all, with you doing like, Black Ink Chicago, you being a tattoo artist, you doing, things creative with Nike at that time, and
Mm.
putting out music, like, what is the ultimate goal? Do you feel like you're living the ultimate goal right now?
Um, I don't know, man. It's just, life is crazy, you know. Like as far as filming, this whole COVID had us down on production, so we haven't really been filming. But I think now, like my end goal is just really to just be releasing music. That's my end goal, which is what we're doing now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would just say more so at a more at a mass capacity. You know what I mean? Just a bigger audience. You know what I mean? I do want to tour. I do miss performing. That's one thing I really can say I miss. I had some shows lined up before this whole COVID thing, so I'm just hoping I can get back to that at one point. You know what I mean? Because that me hitting the stage, that's my getaway drug. Like I could that's how I get things off. I'm somebody else on that stage, and then I go back to how I'm chilling out, laid back, chill dude. But when I'm on that stage, I'm a whole nother monster. So, I miss that. But yeah, that's my ego. I do want to just do the music. But outside of the music, I do want to also just inspire people, man. Like I just like you know free game. I don't mind, especially if someone has the work ethic. I don't like, and it's someone who I got respect for. I don't want them hitting their head the same way I had to hit mine. You know, I tell people I try to give people game or information so they don't have to go through the long route and take some. You could take it's a long journey, but you still have some shortcuts along the way. You know what I mean? So I just want to help people in a positive way to fulfill their dreams or whatever it is they want to do. I'm just that type of person.
Now, as far as excuse me, helping people, if there are any artists or people that want to get into music are listening to this, what is like one word of advice that you would give?
It's very simple. Keep going. That's it. I mean, I can't tell you what corner to turn and how fast to go, but if you just keep going, you gonna end up somewhere. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like stopping isn't gonna get you there, but pushing forward in what you believe, and the more and more you put it into the universe, it's gonna come back to you. You know what I mean? I feel like you got to speak on it, you got to put it out, and in order for it to come, in order for that energy to come back to you, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To find you, you know what I mean? It's going everything gonna fall in place, but you have to put it out there. That's how I feel.
Yeah, no, I think that that is a great message, because at the end of the day, if you quit, there's, what I say, I always have the saying of like, just do it, at the end of the day, just do
Absolutely.
it. Because if you don't do it, or if you quit or you get discouraged, then, you're going to still wonder why, or not why, but coulda, shoulda, woulda type of deal.
Yeah.
So I definitely, agree with keep going, don't quit, even
Hmm.
even if it gets hard. I mean, trust me. And it's not that I want to quit, but I just
I mean, you,
realize.
you get frustrated. Trust me. Like you'll get frustrated sometimes. It won't necessarily be the craft itself. It's just when it comes to being successful is stressful. So the fact that you have the potential, you have the craft down to the T, but it's more to the science. You know what I mean? Like you got the craft, then there's other shit around it that what I mean, that uplifts the craft and puts it at a pedestal where it needs to go, where it's touching the right plateaus. You know what I mean? So that's
Right,
the part that gets frustrating. I don't think the creativity part, because that's what you love doing. It's the
right.
things that come around it. You know what I mean? The other
Y-
stuff that you're looking for. So I
yes,
understand.
that
Yeah.
tainted, and so
Yeah.
it
That will make you say, you know what, fuck it. You know what I mean?
right.
That.
But then I start crying, because I'm like, I can't see myself doing anything else,
Mhm.
so it's just like a battle. But at the end of the day, I agree with you. Everybody should just keep going, do what
You
you
have
love.
to.
Right. And now is the time to really bring out those
Hmm.
passions, or those things like creatively that you maybe held back, to go ahead and go forth and do it. So
No,
one last
absolutely.
question. I don't want to keep you too long, but I definitely want to know, with the next project and the next project, like, what do you hope your fans get from your music?
Um, well, it hasn't been created yet, so it's kind of hard to say. But I can just say, just from anything that I have been putting out, and as far as the mood I'm in right now, I just want people to be able to relate to me. You know what I mean? Like I want to make music to help people just like get a better understanding of who I am, and if you can relate to me, you relate to me. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to. So what I messed up at in my career, years down, I figured out where I messed up in life more. So I'm not even gonna say career, in life. But it affected my career. So I'm speaking on both. Um, Trying to be somebody, trying to make sure everybody loves me. You know what I mean? Trying to
Ooh,
be loved by everybody. That was my where
ooh,
I went. That's where I went wrong at. So
ooh.
now I'm totally fine with you disliking me, hating me. Like I'm not for everybody. I want to be for the people that's for me. So, that's what I'm making music for the people for the people who can relate to me, you know what I mean, and rock with me, you know what I'm saying? From from years down the line, to right now. Like I don't have time to please everybody. You know what I mean? I'm not a I'm normally an everybody pleaser, but like I learned over time, like that's not the way to go. I'd rather be hated than to be loved at this point. So go ahead, you know what I mean? That's where I'm at.
Yes. As
I'd
you
rather be
see,
hated.
I can relate
Hmm.
in every
Yeah.
fashion and form. No,
Yeah.
I
So.
relate, and I love that. I love that.
Mhm.
I love your message, for, and I love your energy. It's
Yeah.
always great to talk to you. It's always great
Same.
to talk
Same.
to you. Just drop, where people can find your music, because I love Comfy. That's my
Mm.
jam right there.
Comfy.
Yeah,
Comfy.
you comfy right now.
Comfy. I'm
You
definitely comfy. I'm
comfy as
chilling.
hell right now.
I'm chilling.
So just drop the links, or let
Yeah.
people know.
I mean. So what's crazy is like people always ask me like, "Oh, where can you find your music?" And I always respond. My response is like, because I take it kind of personal, right? When people say that, I'm like, "What do you think is that?" It's the same. You can look up my music the same place you go find Jay-Z or
Right.
whoever,
And
Beyonce.
I'm not trying to offend you. I just
No, no, no,
want,
not you, not you. I'm just
yeah,
saying in general. I'm speaking in general because it's the same thing. It's like Apple Music,
right.
Google Play, Spotify, whatever it is. With any music app, all platforms, it's available there. Wherever you guys go get your music from, you can go get my shit from too. So it ain't like I got a special. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not separate. I'm not separated. Like my music is in the same place everyone else's is. So just
Right. No, for
go
sure.
grab my music too. Why you going to grab everybody else?
I just want to make sure
So,
nobody has excuses. That's all I'm trying
man,
to
who
do.
you telling, man? I'm the same way. Man. It's crazy. I be having people like that I knew for like 10 plus years. Like, man, why you ain't send me the link, bro? If I'm your homie and you know what I do,
Yeah.
I shouldn't be sending you no text to go get nothing. Like, if you follow me and you keep up and you know I'm about to drop an album, you better go grab it. Like, that's just where I'm at. That's how friend I am. I'm not going.
You just gave
I'm
me the
not
Holy
never.
Ghost.
I'm not never going to hit my friend who I know what they do, and I somehow still got. I still have connections and I see what's going on. I'm not going to disrespect them and say, "Oh man, you ain't send it to me, man." I'm not going to make it about myself. That's selfish. I'm going to go reach out and I'm going to do my own research and I'm going to go get their project and I'm going to go let them know what I think about it. I supported it, et cetera, et cetera. That's how it's supposed to go. You
No.
know,
Hey,
there's too much
listen.
entitlement going on. I don't do that no
I was gonna give you a standing O, but
more.
yes, I definitely agree with you. So just go get the music, people.
Just go
No,
get it, man. It's simple. It's not no secret way. You know what I mean? It's not.
the
You have
Batcave
YouTube.
way.
Yeah, so many ways. Just go get it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go bootleg it. Go bootleg it if you have to. Hit
Right.
somebody on it.
I mean, we got Hustle Man down the street.
You feel me? For sure.
All right. Well, it was great talking to you. I hope that we could do
Same.
this again, in person, because,
Yeah, for
quarantine has
sure.
totally
Yeah.
changed the game. But I'm glad you're still rocking and rolling with me even through the
Always, man. You
changes.
know, we chilling, man. It's all good. Whatever you need, you know, I'm rocking with you. So you
All
got
right.
me. You got me. I'm down. I'm on board.
All right, Phor. It was great talking to you. Have a great rest of the day.
You too, man.
Bye.
See you next time. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye bye. All right. Bye, guys. My nails will not let me in.